Hey everybody, it's Mike. Here's a quick review on this circuit tester that I picked up a few years back. I bought this to keep in the toolbox in my truck. This is really handy to have. A vehicle like mine, I've got a lot of aftermarket accessories on it. Every once in a while I've got to diagnose one of those, or I've got a trailer light that's not working correctly. So it's nice to be able to go ahead and grab this out of my toolbox. What I really like about this one is it's got the digital readout on the front, as well as it lights up. Plus it's bi-directional. If you hook your alligator clip up to ground, it'll light up red when you touch a positive wire, or vice versa. If you hook this up to a positive wire and you touch your probe to ground, it'll light up with the green LED. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you go over your battery here, hook up my ground to the negative on the battery, and then I touch my positive lead. My battery's showing 12.7 volts, and I've got this little red light right here, which that tells me my alligator clip's hooked up to ground. Now if I was to reverse that up to ground, and then I go back here and touch the ground on this side, now you can see that light lights up green. I still show 12.7 volts. It just has the electricity running through it backwards this time. So this is really handy to not only check your battery voltage on, so let's say battery. So now I come over here to the fuse box. If I hook this up to ground right there, and I come into this fuse box, I can actually go through and check circuits, or I can check and make sure fuses are good. What's really nice about this is I can walk through these fuses. As you can see, I've got 12.7 volts. If I can check the other side, as long as I've got voltage on both sides, I know that fuse is good. The other nice thing about this is with it showing the digital readout, if I know my battery is 12.7 volts, but I'm only getting, let's say, 10 volts right here, then I know I've got a voltage drop on that circuit, and I need to investigate further. So this is a cheap way to go through and check voltages in a vehicle, and you can do some quick troubleshooting to see if maybe you got a fault wire without paying for one of those fancy power probes. Just want to give you a quick review of this little probe. This will go from 2.6 volts all the way up to 32 volts, and if you go over 32 volts, it'll display an H on the screen. It's been a handy little tool I've kept in my truck for the last 2 years. There's been several occasions where I've had to pull this out and diagnose either a circuit on my vehicle as well as several other vehicles of people I've been helping out. Cheap insurance and a handy little tool to keep on, you guys.